Welcome everyone to Ecoutearth, the slow down movement. Um, I'm Karina from California, and I'm an expressive arts therapist. Um, and I started Ecoutearth. It wasn't just a couple years ago. It was in 2011 when the earthquake hit Japan. And we were all worried about Fukushima coming over the ocean to California. And we were worried about the big one hitting California. And I thought, and I had a chronic disease at the time. So it was in my wheelhouse to slow down. And I thought when we slowed down, the cats and dogs, like they can hear, they somehow know when earthquakes are coming and they like leave the house or something like that. So I was like, what if we slow down and listen to ourselves and the earth? Maybe and we can have it's a Native American tradition to give back to the earth through tobacco or um, um, I can't remember the other thing.
On.
Corn. Yes. Um, and so I was thinking we can give back to the earth through aesthetic responses, through art, and I'll explain more about the process later. But then I got too busy. I was practicing it then for a few years, and then I got too busy. And Ecoutearth, it kept whispering to me to do it again and to do it again. And I was like, oh, I'm too busy. And then I had a stroke, and I wasn't too busy after that. And I was closer to spirit when I had the stroke, and it said, you got to do Ecoutearth. And so I picked it up again, and Nicki is my co-host and a co-facilitator, and um, yeah, we're gonna slow down together.
My name is Nicki, and I'm an expressive arts therapist, supervisor, educator, and multimedia artist. And I'm very, pleased to be here with all of you and know some of you. And I totally remember your mom in Egypt and also being part of Ecoutearth and her kind of struggling with it, but also going for it. And it was really sweet to find her in her, I think she was 70 or something then. Anyway, um, yeah, I joined Karina in her Ecoutearth movement because it really speaks deeply to what's important and valuable to me in terms of really remembering that we are, as humans, part of nature and how important it is that we have a wholesome walk on this planet and that also connects us to everyone, no matter where we are. We all have the elements, the sun, the moon, the stars, and everywhere, no matter what culture we're from. And so it also really honors this other interdependence, understanding that is dear to my heart. And also remembering my ancestors, our ancestors, whether they're human or others, that lived without all the comforts of modern society that we had. And they were orienting themselves through the stars, the moons, and other elements. And that the elementals are all within us: fire, earth, air, water. We are made of those elements. And for me, the slow down movement helps us remember and helps us to live in the modern life in a more sane, connected way. And that's what called me to be with Karina in her movement.
And I want to say I'm taking Ecoutearth. We've been doing monthly facilitations here in the Bay Area, and we've done some conferences and now the festival. And I'm gonna take it and make it a nonprofit, and we hope to bring it into corporations and organizations and schools and hospitals. And we want to bring it all over the world and all those places. We want the slow down movement to really work, and we want the world to slow down. Um, I'll tell you more about that at the end. Um, oh, Nikki has something to say.
Yeah, two things I want to add. One, some stories from Egypt when we did it in Cairo, which is a crazy city. It was the first time I went there last year. There's a lot going on, a lot of chaos, and a lot of noise, and dust. And but somehow it works out to live there. But the people who did Ecoutearth during the festival last year, part of what was really what they harvested from that experience was saying, wow, to have the permission to slow down, to have the permission to just lay down and look at the leaves or the sun and feel my body on the ground. That was kind of the culmination that I heard from most of the participants, the permission, to really have that permission, because most of our bodies don't have that necessarily. And yeah, that was one of the things that I wanted to just highlight.
Yeah, so you've got the permission to respond to the earth in whatever way you want to. And I'll tell you more about the practice in a minute. So, and now I'm going to explain what Ecoutearth is. Um, it's a combination of mindfulness, ecopsychology, and expressive arts. When we do mindfulness, we're centered and present with ourselves. Um, it's it it's a meditation practice, but really anybody can do it. And it's basically just being present with what is inside of us. And you might get carried away and your thoughts might get carried away, but you can gently bring yourself back to what's present in you. And when we add eco-psychology, we add the nature around us. And as Jen said, anything can be nature. There's even man-made nature. So whatever is around you, you're present to. So you're present with yourself and you're present to what's around you. And you can see how that makes you feel. And if you have any aesthetic responses, and aesthetic means it's to say anesthesia is the opposite of aesthetic, and anesthesia means putting you to sleep. So aesthetic means bringing you to life, what touches you and what moves you. So we are mindful with ourselves, we're mindful with the world around us, and we do aesthetic responses to what moves us or touches us. And that might be to sing to a tree or dance to the ocean, or it might be you're tired and you lay down on the earth or you lay down in your bedroom. I know we've all got different capabilities and it's different timelines in every place. So we're going to do this wherever you are. You can go outside and be with nature. If you're in a city, you can go outside and be with the man-made nature. You can be inside and maybe you have a nature object with you, or maybe you don't, and you're just with the room, the man-made nature. But any way you do it, and also we're gonna, if you don't want to, if you are inside and you don't want to do it to man-made nature, I can do a um, meditation that's calling on nature, and you can imagine nature. Um, so,
Okay, I'll share the quote so everybody can see it as well. Is it not possible that a place could have huge affection for those who dwell there? Perhaps your place loves having you there. It misses you when you're away, and it its secret way rejoices when you return. Could it be possible that a landscape might have a deep friendship with you? That it could sense your presence and feel the care you extend towards it? Perhaps your favorite place feels proud of you. By John
mm,
O'Donoghue from The Divine Beauty, The Invisible Embrace.